Be ready. 5 seconds. Start. The 2011 notification has been issued under Section 3 of the Act. The first notification in regard to the notification of coastal zone was issued in the year 1991. There were amendments. It is thereafter that the notification was issued in the year 2011. The 2011 notification came to be published on 6th January 2011. We may indicate that in fact the notification which holds the field today was issued in the year 2019. The central government declared certain areas as coastal regulation zone. The CRZ in the first clause consists of the land area from high tide line to 500 meters on the land along the sea front. The high tide line is the line based on the highest water mark during the spring tide. We may only further notice that among the other four categories of CRZ, the CRZ includes the water and the bed area between the LTL to the territorial water limit in the case of the sea and the water bed and area between the LTL at the bank to the LTL on the opposite of the bank of the tidal influenced water bodies. CRZ has been classified under Para 7. Since we are concerned with CRZ 2, we may notice the elements which constitute the same. Paragraph 3 provides for prohibited activities within CRZ. We may notice that it is divided into 14 categories, and the noticeable features is that certain exceptions to the prohibitions are also declared. Of relevance to the case before us are certain clauses in paragraph 3. They are prohibited activities within CRZ. The following are declared as prohibited activities within the CRZ of new industries and expansion of existing industries, except those directly related to waterfront or directly needing foreshore facilities. Paragraph 3(1)(b) permits projects of Department of Atomic Energy. Paragraph 3(1)(d) permits projects of Greenfield project already permitted at Navi Bombay. Paragraph 3(1)(e) allows construction, repair work of dwelling units of local community, including fishermen, in accordance with local town and country planning regulation. Paragraph 3(2) deals with a prohibited category which reads as manufacture or handling oil storage or disposal of hazardous substance as specified in the notification of Ministry of Environment and Forests. Paragraph 3(11) provides for prohibition of construction activity in CRZ 1 except those specified in Para 8 of the notification. We need not be detained with various others clauses. Regulation 4 deals with permissible activities in CRZ area. It is declared that the activities which are enumerated under paragraph 4 shall be regulated except those prohibited in paragraph 3. This means what is prohibited in paragraph 3 cannot either be permitted or regulated within the meaning of paragraph 4. Regulation of permissible activities in CRZ area. The following activities shall be regulated except those prohibited in para 3 1a. Clearance shall be given for any activity within the CRZ only if it requires waterfront and foreshore facilities. B. For those projects which are listed under this notification and also attract EIA notification. 2006 For such projects, clearance under EIA notification only shall be required subject to being recommended by the concerned state or union territory coastal zone management authority. Housing schemes in CRZ as specified in paragraph 8 of this notification. D. Construction involving more than 20,000 square meters build-up area in CRZ 2 shall be considered in accordance with EIA notification 2006 and in case of projects less than 20,000 square meters built up area shall be approved by the concerned state or union territory planning authorities in accordance with this notification after obtaining recommendations from the concerned CZMA and prior recommendations of the concerned CZMA shall be essential for considering the grant of environmental clearance under EIA notification 2006 or grant of approval by the relevant planning authority. EMOEF may under a specific or general order specify projects which require prior public hearing of project affected people. F. Construction and operation for ports and harbors, jetties, slipways, ship construction yards, breakwaters, erosion control measures. 2. The following activities shall require clearance from MOEF, namely A. Those activities not listed in the EIA notification 2006. B. Construction activities relating to projects of Department of Atomic Energy or defense requirements for which foreshore facilities are essential, such as slipways, jetties, except for classified operational component of defense projects. Residential buildings, office buildings, hospital complexes, workshops of strategic and defense projects in terms of EIA notification 2006. C. Construction, operation of lighthouses. D. Laying of pipelines, conveying systems, transmission line. E. Exploration and extraction of oil and natural gas and facilities thereto. Notwithstanding anything contained in subsection 1, the last sale or purchase of any goods preceding the sale or purchase occasioning the export of those goods out of the territory of India shall also be deemed to be in the course of such export if such last sale or purchase took place after and was for the purpose of complying with the agreement or order for or in relation to such export. The crucial question is whether the stated sales can be deemed to have taken place in the course of import of the goods into the territory of India before the goods had crossed the customs frontiers of India, which is the core requirement of Section 5(2) of the CST Act. The expression crossing the customs frontiers of India has been defined in Section 2AB of the Crossing the customs frontiers of India means crossing the limits of the area of a custom station in which imported goods or export goods are ordinarily kept before clearance by customs authorities.